Okay, I'm gonna talk about something that I've never talked about before, and I hope that I articulate it in a way that you can understand. Because my thoughts are kind of jumbled on it, but I want to make a video on it because I know I'm not the only one who struggles with this. Intuitive eating. What the fuck is it? I think my whole life it was something that I never really understood. I have a very complicated relationship with food, and I think a lot of people do, especially in America, which is really sad. But think about it. From a young age, we see these magazines with these beautiful people on covers with, the perfectly toned body. And then on the inside of the magazine, you see this hot chick eating a juicy burger on top of a car. And then there's an ad for weight loss shakes. And then there's Blake Lively's favorite chocolate cake recipe. And then you see the best, most effective workouts for weight loss or fat loss. And it's all just very confusing. And it's in a mixed up jumble of, okay, is food supposed to be pleasurable? Or are we supposed to constrict our food so we can lose weight and look good? And it's just it's all blurred in there. And then going vegan, that added another layer of confusion for me, at least, going plant-based, because you have so many opinions coming at you. So many people telling you, this is the way to eat vegan, and this is the way to eat vegan, and you'll be healthy if you do this. And that was so harmful for me. Oh my gosh. I would see these what I eat in a day videos from girls who are 5'8", naturally slender. They're eating these foods in these certain amounts. And I'm like, oh cool. Like if I eat those exact foods in those exact proportions, then I will look like her. That's simply not true. The truth is every body is different. Every single one of our bodies functions a little bit differently on different foods and the amounts and all that stuff. And so I would see these people eat all this food and be like, oh cool, I can eat that much food. The thing is, I'm 5'3". If I eat as much as someone who is 5'8", I will gain weight. Calories in, calories out. That's how it works. And so also for, when I first went plant-based, and still to this day, a big thing that's drilled into people's head is eat more than you think you need to, because plant food is less calorically dense than animal-derived food. And so you think, okay, cool, like I can eat more food than I'm used to. Hell yeah. Someone who has an overeating problem, who uses food to numb themselves, hears that and they freaking run with it. It's very harmful. And I don't want to shift responsibility from the person who's overeating to the vegan community, because that's not the case. I'm not putting blame on the vegan community. I just think we should be more mindful of the words that we use and how we describe the plant-based lifestyle to other people. Because, when I first went vegan, I remember hearing a lot of people say, oh my gosh, people who, come from restrictive eating backgrounds love going plant-based because now they eat as much as they want. They feel great, they lose weight, and it's amazing. But then what about the other people who just naturally overeat because they are unhappy, and then they go to veganism and then they eat even more because they're like, oh cool, like this is fine because it's vegan? That's what happened to me. I was following a certain girl. I won't say her name. She's really big in the vegan community. I'll give you a hint, it's not Freely. And she promotes a lot of intuitive eating but also weight loss. But to me, I don't know if those two always intertwine, because if you're intuitively eating, to me that would mean that your weight would stay the same. If you're trying for weight loss, then naturally you would eat less than you want to eat because you're in a caloric deficit, a slight one. Obviously you don't want to do it too extreme, but in a caloric deficit nonetheless. So those are conflicting ideas to me, and I don't know, I feel like there's people on YouTube who promote their channels as these weight loss channels or, a healthy lifestyle channel, but really they're promoting extremes, and they're putting their disordered eating that they don't even know that they have onto other people. And then it just promotes this like frenzy of people who are confused, overweight, unsatisfied with life themselves. They stop being vegan. And I think that's just a really big problem in the vegan community. We really need to be mindful of what we say. And then the thing with the high carb, low fat movement, people automatically assume carbs. Oh, cool. Bread, rice, pasta, oats for days, white potatoes. Like, give me all the carbs. And then they forget about the other things. And then also, People think carbs, they think refined carbs. They also don't know that vegetables have carbs in them. I just think we have a responsibility to explain things a little bit more. I think a lot of times people just misunderstand what that means, and they kind of hear what they want to hear and then they just run with it. So when you think high carb, low fat, they think, oh cool, I can eat like lots of bread, lots of pasta, I can eat potatoes every day. Half of my plate can be potatoes and the other half can be, I don't know, salad greens. And I remember I would eat meals like that. It would be like potatoes and salad, and then ketchup, and maybe like a quarter of an avocado. And that is what I would have for lunch every day. And it was so unsatisfying on every level. And my body was just craving more. And then because of that, also because of my emotional baggage and things that I hadn't dealt with, I would just keep on eating. And then on top of all the high carb stuff I was eating, like the potatoes, the rice, I would eat like more fat than normal. I would eat like a whole avocado or like more protein. Then I would eat too much. And it's just this crazy ongoing cycle. And the point that I'm trying to make is we just need to stop listening to other people sometimes. I think a lot of times we just have all these voices coming in and telling us what to do, how to eat. This is what you should do to lose weight, to be fit. This is how you intuitively eat. Here's what I have been learning. Intuitive eating comes when you eliminate distractions. So what I've started doing is I will eat without any distractions. I will sit and eat a plate of food at a table, or so I can sit up straight and bring the fork up to my mouth, and I'll eat it slowly. I'll enjoy every bite. I'll put my fork down, I'll like take a breath, and I'll just enjoy it. And then that way my body is truly understanding, okay, she's eating. These are the things that she's eating. She's chewing it well. We're able to digest this really nicely. Good job, Nicole. And in turn, I feel more satiated. I think something that French people have figured out is this concept. I think French people are less stressed. They have less cortisol because they take the time to enjoy their food. And they eat lots of animal products. They really do. It's crazy. I'm not saying go do that. I think we can all agree that eating more plants and less animals is better for everyone involved. It's better for our health, the planet, and the animals. So I think a diet that's full of plant foods is the way to go. But something that we're missing is the way that we eat, the way that we consume food, the way that we consume knowledge. Sometimes we just need to shut other people out, opinions out, and just do what we know intuitively is right. We lose our intuition when we are just paying attention to way too many opinions. The French people, when they eat, they'll eat outside. They'll take their time. They get like a 2-hour lunch break. They'll enjoy themselves. French people also don't feel the need to eat everything on their plate. And French people eat smaller portions. They eat until they feel full. Maybe even just slightly full. Not until they're stuffed. And they're also feeling emotionally satiated because they're talking with a friend, they're spending time with someone, they're out in nature, eating food. They're actually taking their time to chew their food, enjoy it, and then swallow it. So if you're someone who has been overeating on a plant-based diet, you don't feel satiated, you don't know how to intuitively eat, my advice to you is stop listening to the bullshit. Stop listening to people who aren't qualified to give you advice, and you take it. Think about the foods that make you happy to eat. Happy as in you feel good when you eat them and you feel good after you eat them. You're not bloated, you're not gassy, whatever it may be, you feel physically good after you eat them. Figure out a diet, a way of eating that works for you. It could be high carb, could be low carb, could be keto, could be whatever. You could just not have any restrictions. But stop looking for guidance for people who just aren't qualified, to guide you. Tap into your intuition by eliminating those distractions, eating without any distractions, in silence, maybe with some music on in the background. Sit up straight, eat slowly, chew your food, savor it, maybe enjoy lunch with a friend. Eat meals with people as much as possible. Don't watch YouTube videos while you're eating. Just take a break from it and see how you feel. You might discover that you eat a lot less when you're actually paying attention to yourself eating. And most importantly, do not let food be your therapy. Food should be for survival and pleasure, but it should not be to numb yourself to the internal pain that you're feeling. If you are going through something that is hard, or you're trying to distract yourself with food, the first step is to notice that you're doing it, and then take the time to work on yourself and to figure out, okay, how can I get out of this? How can I move forward and progress? And if you're sad and you're trying to distract yourself from being sad or lonely, whatever emotion you're feeling, don't do that. Feel that emotion. Feel what you need to feel. Let it pass and then move on. That way you're not internalizing it. And that way when you go to eat, you're not gonna use that as a distraction for what's really going on in your head. I really hope this made sense for you guys and it resonated with you. And first and foremost, I just want you to know that you are not alone. I made this video with the intent to let you know that you're not alone out there. People struggle with this stuff, and it's very common for people to overeat for various reasons. But I want you to know that you can change it. You can change it. You can find a way to intuitively know how much and what you should eat. I really wish that I saw a video like this when I first went vegan, because I was so lost. I'm not saying that I have everything figured out. I'm still working on it. I'm still not where I want to be, but I am working on it. I'm conscious of it, and I'm very appreciative of every one of you guys who is along this journey with me and who care enough to watch my videos. I love you guys, and I care about you, and I want you to be the healthiest and happiest versions of yourself. So thank you for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next one.